Hello everyone. Recession diary for today was a little bit of a rush, but I don't know if it's a rush anymore, but we just had some rain and it looks like I'm gonna have to move the buckets because the water's still coming down, but it's not going in the buckets, so I'm gonna set this to record while I set it in my little thing, my thing that I have set up to record while I run out there and adjust the buckets. So it was another 2-minute rain, and then it stopped, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to take them back in or not, but I'm gonna go back. It looks like the rain's starting to pick up again, so I'm gonna set this to record. It was a little bit slippery. It's pretty windy out there, but no rain. A little bit of rain, but mostly wind. The wind is blowing to the east from the west. You probably can't see the water dripping in, but it's slowly but surely filling up the black pot. And there's a dragonfly on one of the buckets. There he is. Now he flew off. But if you look out that way, you can see the rain's falling pretty hard. Stop falling here. It's raining, but it's not raining that hard. So whatever it is, it's moving fast and hard. The wind's already dying down. I missed the recording because I had to put the buckets out real fast. So at least I'm gonna get a little bit more water. But all of those buckets were empty, and they're almost halfway full in about 2 minutes of rain. So the rain was coming down hard and fast, and I think that's gonna make probably another bucket load. If I'm gonna take all 3 of those buckets and put it into one bucket, and then it should be full, which means the old water that I have that's a day old or so, I can take it and use it to flush the toilet, which is what I'm going to do now. So I haven't flushed the toilet in about a little bit over 24 hours, but I haven't really done a number 2. So I have 2 bathrooms, 2 toilets, and I think I'm just gonna set this down while I do it because it takes 2 hands, but I'm gonna be while I'm waiting for the water to fill up, I'm going to be keeping an eye on the buckets to make sure nobody comes by and takes them, because there was a video that somebody put on YouTube, and it said that we're going through another recession because a lot of stores are closing down. So somebody just drove by, and that's what I'm worried about. I need to make sure that nobody's stealing the buckets, because construction people, they like to take buckets and use them for carrying tools and all kind of stuff like that. So I'm keeping an eye out. Looks like the rain might be picking up, but what I'm doing now is I'm flushing the toilet. I don't want to show you the inside of the toilet because the inside of the toilet looks rather nasty. So now it got flushed. I'm going to pour a little bit of bleach in it to make sure it's clean. That way when I go into it, I won't be getting any. The bleach will kill any parasites, any germs and parasites that are in the toilet. So the toilet has been flushed. This is empty again. I'm going to pour a little bit of bleach, the scented bleach, probably about a capful, just to get it wet at the bottom, and whatever's at the bottom of the bucket, the pan, is going to be disinfected. So I'll swish it around a little bit, and the bleach will kill any bacteria or germs that are trying to form inside of the bucket. It will keep the bucket disinfected, and the water, that little bit of bleach that gets mixed in with the water that I'm going to put in there, because I am going to fill it up and use it to wash my hands and stuff. The water that gets put in there will be disinfected a little bit by that little, almost like a capful of bleach. The black pot is almost full, so it's not a heavy rain right now, but it's a steady, slow rain, which is good because it'll keep filling up those buckets. And the rain is starting to pick up now, which is good, because that means they'll get filled up faster. When they get filled up, especially the water one, I'm just going to set it to boil right away because we don't have any power loss. But it was so windy out when it began that I thought we were going to lose power. The wind was pretty rough. I actually thought there was a tornado. I thought there might have been a tornado around because the wind was pretty bad, but the wind died off as the storm moved in, so now the rain's picking up. So now the buckets are not getting filled because the force of the water has changed, and I have to go back out there and move them again. So this is another reason why it's good to watch them fill up, because the pressure and the force of the water falling off of the edge changes. Construction guy going by. So now I have to move the buckets slightly, some of them. I'll be right back. I gotta go do that. Hi, kitty. Furball's looking at me like I'm crazy. So we're back now. Hi, Furball. See, the kitty's here. She's checking things out. Furball. You see it? You see what's outside? Hi, Furball. Checking everything out. She was sleeping. Now she's awake. She's just looking outside to see what I was doing. But I'm gonna open up this curtain a little bit. So today's Wednesday. So probably around Friday or Saturday I'll be washing my clothes. The black bucket is almost full. So now we have a nice stream of water going into all the buckets. And I'm gonna have to go I'm gonna go turn on the water over here. So this is on, and I gotta move this. This is fresh water. This is fresh water that I boiled on Monday from the last rain. So now the oven is ready. I cleaned the oven. The oven's pretty clean. It's a lot of these black dots are rust, like on the side here. This oven is brand new, only about a year old, but the salt that's in the air of this state is it's from the climate change partly. The climate change it seems to be increasing the amount of oxidation caused by the regular air, and I think it's also that the metal that they used for this oven to make it is mixed metals, really cheap mixed metals probably, is my guess. Because as you recycle metal, the quality of the metal gets worse and worse, and it tends to oxidize faster and rust over time faster as the quality of the metal gets lower from recycling. At least that is my theory and what I've been learning. That metal, from watching news and stuff, that the metal gets recycled. A lot of things in our country gets recycled these days: metal, plastic, and all that, and cardboard. And as it gets recycled more and more, sometimes the quality gets lower. So it's just that same metal that we use every week. It gets recycled, and recycled. So the black pot's ready, and that's good. So today's a good rain day. I'm going to go out and grab it and set it. So now I'm back with the water. The water's ready to go. I'm just going to put it right on there. So now it goes right onto the oven. The other buckets are still filling up. So what I can do now is I can get some of this wetness off my feet. So another trick, like for me, the floor is wet and my feet are, the bottom of my shoes are wet. So the best way to dry off real fast with the shoes is to step on something that has cardboard or like a paper-based material. So now the water is going to be boiling, and this is going to be drinking water. So I have about 3 minutes left. I'm going to turn on you can see the red thing now because I changed the quality that the recorder records at, and I'm using the 220. This is the 220. It's a lot bigger unit on the oven, and it cooks a lot faster. If I try to use one of the other units, it'll take double or triple the time for it to boil, because I'm boiling a large amount of water at one time. The buckets look like they're going to get filled up, which is good. Well, 2 of the buckets. I might want to move one of the buckets because it's not getting that much water going in, but the area beside the white bucket to the left is dropping more water, so I'm going to have to go out and move one of those buckets. I'm almost out of time here, though. For some reason, it sounded like a gunshot or something. It sounded like something was shooting at me. It sounded like somebody fired 2 shots at me just now. I'm trying to see. I hear another shot. It doesn't sound like a high-powered weapon. It sounds more like a BB gun. It sounds like the rounds are hitting the house. On this side of the house, the north side. It could be hail, but I doubt it because I would hear it a lot more. Well, that's going to be it. I'm running out of time.